Hello, I'm Battlescar1313 and today is my pick of the best Synergist monster in the game. So I went with Yakshini. Now Yakshini is important for a Synergist monster because it has a defense maintenance passive ability. That's very rare, and as far as passive abilities go, they scale, and defense maintenance is not high on the list. So I went ahead and had a Mud Frog eat a low level Yakshini. I did have to level it up to get defense maintenance, but those two abilities are the ones you want. So the Mud Frog ate Yakshini, and then I got another one, and this one you level up with all potent abilities, all potent crystals and stuff like that. Now that we have defense maintenance ready with 2 white dots, alright, so when you have 2 monsters fuse and they both have the same passive abilities, they'll yellow lock. So that's how you create yellow locks, is the same kind of passive ability with them. 2 monsters that have the same passive abilities, they will yellow lock that at that point. And the yellow locks work well because while the white dots scale on the same as the yellow locks won't get knocked off from the list as easy as white dots do. So red locks are passive abilities that are exclusive to the monster you have. So you can't trade those to another monster. They're just that monster's specific abilities. So now that we have a Mud Frog, we're going to take this level 33 Caterpillar and get resist elements plus 30%. Now it's important that I get as many resistances as possible, but that's just making sure that the monster stays alive long enough to do its job, because this build is going to make sure that Yakshini is strong. So the Mud Frog is going to eat the... well, I can't say that name, but he's in the final dungeon and he's really hard to obtain. But auto terror defense plus the resist magic and the resist physical plus 36%, it was needed in this build, I feel, because if you're going to use a Synergist, auto terror defense is a great ability. Now we have to just knock off auto veil and whatever else is below that. So we're actually locking magic plus 35%, which is good. We're not knocking off anything else but auto veil from now on. So a level 38 Screwodinger, I guess is how you say it, and that's going to get resilience plus 20%. That's great, but it's going to collide with resilience plus 40%. And now we got to focus on Yakshini itself. The only thing that we have to do now is not release him, but add more stuff to him. So I don't think we're ready to eat the Mud Frog. This is a recording. Oh, let me explain this. A Synergist, when they eat Saboteur monsters, level 99 of them, they'll get a special ability. So we got Boon, but most importantly we got Resilience plus 40%, which is what we were wanting to stack with the Mud Frog's Resilience plus 20%, because that will yellow lock the 40%. Hopefully. We'll see. That's usually how it works. Now, there is another monster that I think I want to eat. If I can find it. But yeah, the audio was really bad on the first video, so I promised everybody I was going to redo this for them, and hopefully they enjoy it. I think I'm looking for Dragoon. Yeah, it's a level 4 Dragoon. That's going to lock Feral Speed 2, so its Feral Link is really powerful and charges up good. So now we're ready to eat the mud frog, and this is the end results. This first strike you can never remove, and you can never pass it on to another monster. Its HP, strength, and magic was leveled up with all potents, as I said before. You got all ATB levels that you need, and we're gonna go over all of its passives now. First strike is good if you don't get a preemptive, but HP plus 30% was to increase its HP to a way where it will survive. Resist physical plus 36%, resist magic 36%, resilience plus 40%, and resist elements plus 30% was all in the bottom right corner. All that stuff, all 15 of those got resistances on them. So we had feral speed 2, which helps increase the feral length. Defense maintenance slightly extends the duration of defensive buffs, very important. Auto terror defense was good because it casts protect, shell, veil, and vigilance at the start of a battle. Then, you know, we increased the magic plus 35%. But really, a Synergist uses all of its stats to kind of calculate how it sticks positive effects on you. It really does. So its abilities are really good, and it's the main reason I picked Yakshini, because if you didn't pick Yakshini, you wouldn't have fanatical dance, and you would have to get Bravery and Faith from the Synergist sooner or later, and I would just keep it like it is right now. I'll go over it here in a second, but here's Boone, and yeah, Synergist bonus boost 2. You can add Protect and Shell, but it's going to not help you that much. It's a lot better to kill your enemy than it is to survive their hits. So you can add Protect and Shell if you want, because you just got to watch out for a few things. And Triffid, I wouldn't have messed myself up. But if you look at your passive abilities, when you go for a certain type of monster, you'll see that an ability is added, Rapid Recovery. You don't want that to happen, and that would ruin the whole build. The only way you could fix that is to yellow lock all Yakshini's abilities. But you do want to learn stuff like End Frost and End Arrow, so you're gonna have to try and figure that out. I do know how to get them, but I don't have the time at the moment. I'm really busy on real life stuff, but this was a really good Synergist, and I highly recommend it to anyone who plays the game. I wouldn't, you know, mess around with his abilities too much, because he's got the best ones. And yeah, I'll see y'all next video. If you like the video, leave a like. If you have any questions, I'll see you in the comments, and subscribe, because it might help me out one day. Until then, y'all have a good day. Bye bye, everyone. He's turning around. Alright, bye.